Greetings everyone, this is Pikmin Master. Okay, so now I might as well do one of these again. Since, again, as everyone else has noticed, that I'm reviewing Ash's current team series, well, semi-series, is my highest viewed videos on my channel, so I might as well do some more. Now, I really want to do a lot more of these earlier, however, due to certain circumstances and time, I couldn't do them. So I think I might as well do them now, like when I still have free time. Okay, so for the next 4 months, hopefully, I might be able to do one more review. So this first one's going to be on Dawn. The next one is going to be about Brock. The next one's going to be about May. And the last one on December is going to be on Team Rocket. Now, I was going to do Team Rocket first. However, because Team Rocket is still recurrent characters, their teams might as well add a new member. So just in case I don't have to do another review on Team Rocket, I might as well do them last. Okay, so wondering where's everyone else? Thing is, I'm going to split this into 2 or 3 parts. The first part is going to be me alone on what my own thoughts of said character and the character's Pokemon team, and the next 2 parts will be with someone else. Now, the whole purpose of the part 1 for now is pretty much to invite others for later. So, everyone for 2 other days this month, I want to invite some people over for their review. Now, will I do the original Pokécast? Well, thing is that the Pokécast themselves, they're pretty separated big time by several time zones, so it's going to be pretty difficult to get all of them at once. But who knows? Maybe I'll try. Okay, so what do I think about Dawn? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to say this. If Misty's not Ash's canon love interest, the next best is Dawn. I'm gonna have to say this. Even though I am quite the Poké shipper when it comes to Ash and his non-existent experiences with love, might as well be with Misty. However, if Misty's not available, then Dawn like I have to say it, the sloppy seconds. There, I said it. Okay. Here's the thing. I find like Dawn a bit similar to Ash. Since even though she has little no experience whatsoever with Pokemon, she will try to do everything confidently, even though she knows she might lose. So that's similar to Ash. Ash doesn't really care how he's gonna more or less how he's gonna win, but if he wins, it's probably due to luck. However, if he loses, it makes sense because it's Ash. Dawn more or less same thing, or at least like when she starts out. Okay, so so before I talk about Dawn as a character a bit more, what's the Pokemon team? Okay, so her Pokemon team as of the end of Diamond Pearl, which is actually the same thing as where she cameoed in Best Wishes. Their team consists of Piplup, Baneri, Pachirisu, Mamoswine, Quilava, and Togekiss. Okay, so what do I think about them? Piplup, okay, I'm gonna say this. Piplup's annoying. Yeah, Piplup's annoying. Everyone knows how annoying Piplup is. But I guess since he doesn't want to evolve, that at some point that Dawn wants Piplup to evolve, since it's been realized that Piplup's going to evolve. However, Dawn wants him to evolve. However, Piplup says, no, forget you, I want to stay as Piplup. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter to me at times. However, I guess since they continue with the cuteness factor that Piplup wants to have. Yeah, because Piplup doesn't have any cuteness factor. He just pretends to have cuteness factor, unlike a lot of the some of the other members of Dawn's team. But I'm not gonna say much else. The Piplup's way overconfident, so I guess it's kind of like Dawn's Pokemon. It's definitely a Pokemon that fits Dawn. Okay, next there's Baneri. I don't know what to say about Baneri other than her lust for Pikachu, but that's not gonna happen at all. But I guess Baneri is an interesting character. I actually thought that Baneri might evolve at the end of Diamond Pearl. I actually did thought that. However, it didn't evolve. I was like, come on. I thought it would evolve eventually, but nope, it doesn't evolve eventually. Bummer. What about Pachirisu? Okay, Pachirisu is crazier than Piplup. Pachirisu is definitely crazier than Piplup. However, it does have a cuteness factor that Piplup wants to have, so I'll give it that. But Mamoswine, well, it definitely doesn't fit Don's character. It because that like Don's character team, since he's a coordinator for that means does contests. It doesn't make sense to have such a big old Pokemon like Mamoswine. But she does somehow. I really can't say about Mamoswine. The thing with Mamoswine is that it's huge and powerful, and it wants to be huge and powerful. However, due to circumstances that he or she's in, that the doesn't give out his gender, that it went to the wrong trainer. So it's kind of, oh crud, I went to the wrong trainer. Crud. However, I guess Mamoswine got used to it or something. Yeah, Mamoswine got used to Dawn, but I'm not going to. I don't know what to say about that. It's just a strange character on the Pokemon team. So especially it's all about contests. But then again, when it comes to contests, any character could fit, regardless of cuteness factor. So I guess it's cool. Okay, so she got a Cyndaquil or the Quilava. Quilava's one of my favorite fire type Pokemon, if not my favorite fire type. Period. So her having a Quilava right off the bat says, heck yeah. So yeah, I do like Quilava. Quilava is so awesome. So I'm not gonna say much about that. And then there's her Togekiss. Insert Togekiss related thing that people might say about it later, because it does know Air Slash. And surprisingly, I wonder why Togekiss doesn't spam Air Slash. Does she know the whole Togekiss Air Slash thing? Huh? Even though the Togekiss knows Air Slash, it never flinch. It doesn't really flinch anything like 100%. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that Togekiss doesn't really get as much screen time as it probably could have. But I guess it's fair because it's Togekiss and people might not like Togekiss. And I'm just saying. Okay, so what about their other Pokemon? Ambipom, Ambipom's kind of cool, I guess. I remember the whole paintball tournament that Ambipom was in. That was really cool. So, and Buizel was traded to Ash. Well, because it's traded to Ash, it's pretty much fodder. So, unnecessary. Although Buizel is cool, so I like to give Buizel a coolness factor on him. So, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go a bit deep into the Pokemon themselves. Okay, first of all, Piplup. It's Dawn's starter. We all know that. It doesn't really want to evolve at first, and it still doesn't want to evolve. Yeah, I'm still right away looking at Wikipedia on this. Okay, then there's the whole best wishes thing, because since all of Dawn's Pokemon went to Unova at some point with her Pokemon intact, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to think Oshawott and Piplup at the same time. So that's kind of funny because people might keep saying that Oshawott looks similar to Piplup, and me included. And it's kind of funny to see both of them at the same time. It's kind of funny. There's this pic on Bulbapedia that I found that kind of sums up what I think about Piplup and Oshawott. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next Pokemon is her Baneri. I remember the episode remember the episode where she got Baneri. That she wanted to get a Baneri, however she fails to get some Baneris. However, she just happened to find another one, so it's pretty cool. And in this specific Baneri was caught because of Pikachu, sort of. So I guess that's that. And then Baneri's kind of semi-cute little dress thing that I don't know if it fits it, considering the whole orange, but I really don't know what to say. I barely seen that in any such episodes, so what do I care? So, yeah, I learned some interesting moves, including Ice Beam, of all things. So, I guess, learning Ice Beam it's actually kind of cool, but, yeah, it does really help Baneri a bit with, some of their contest ones. I remember, one time, there was this contest where Baneri had to, elaborate big time on its Ice Beam, make an ice slide of sorts. That was kind of interesting to see. So I'll give Baneri points for that. Next, Pachirisu. Okay, I'm still sticking to the fact that Pachirisu is crazy. I mean, Pachirisu doesn't give a dang about Dawn at first. He's with the whole trying to mess up Dawn's hair. That's just hilarious. etc. knows stuff like Spark and Discharge mess up Dawn's hair way too much. It's kind of funny. And then there's a whole combo with Mammoth with the so-called Ice Chandelier. It's pretty cool, but I don't remember seeing that. I don't think I remember seeing that much about it. So I think I remember seeing the episode like when they first did it, but I don't remember that much otherwise. Then there's Mammoth Swine, where she got a swine up. Either way, it doesn't make it just kind of weird to have Dawn with a swine up. But it's like it doesn't fit Dawn at all. Like I mean, she got some Piplup. It's a cute wannabe. Then there's Baneri, kind of cute, and then there's Apache, who's kind of cute. Next is Swinub, kind of a combo breaker. Okay, and then when involved the Paddle Swan, it gets personality change. I think I remember a bit of that. Definitely, I think I remember when it evolved the first time. It was like screw you guys, I'm hungry, that sort of thing. When it evolved Mammoth Slime, more or less same thing. It was I think I remember it evolving when it was in capture kind of with Team Rocket. Me talk with Team Rocket, and it got so big and and it broke the cage they were in. It was, yeah. And then I remember like Mammoth Slime again doesn't really care about Contour whatsoever until it got used to it. And then there's this picture on Bulbapedia that there was some sort of somehow Mammoth Slime made some sort of ice spikes on his back. That would be kind of useful in actual battle. Which, like, would you imagine, like, oh, there's Mammoth Swine, oh, really, really good because of its the most powerful ice shard in the game. I think it's the most powerful ice shard in the game. That imagine that, but add like spikes on his back. That'll make it. That's kind of awesome. And yes, it does know pretty interesting moves like ice shard included. So I guess I don't know what. I guess Ice Shard's a pretty good move. It's definitely a good move for Mammoth Slime. It's probably one of the reasons why I had to use it. Okay, next is her Quilava, which I don't need to explain Quilava. It's, again, it's one of my favorite Pokemon ever. So you got an egg while hanging around with Lyra. Well, you know that character, that shipper, yeah. I actually remember seeing that episode. It was kind of funny. I definitely really like that episode. It's pretty funny. And yeah, it was actually pretty funny, but otherwise, kind of I really can't say its personality. It just, I don't know. It gets it pretty much. I guess all I could say is that it definitely wants to be center of attention, but doesn't really get that much because of Piplup. I really don't know much about personality other than that. That's might as well move on. And then there's Tortoise. Yeah, you know, do you think it's so strange that nobody this Princess Salvia character and Dawn, even though they look almost exactly the same, there's nobody else like in the show kind of wonder how the heck is that even possible? Unless either A, Salvia is an actual clone of Dawn. I don't know how do you like make a clone of Dawn? However, especially if it was Team Rocket, then it makes sense to make a clone or something. But who make a clone of a person? That would that'd be hilarious. You know, I actually want to like tell that to everyone. Like, if you want to join, like, and we're probably going to talk about something like this. It's just hilarious. Like, this Princess Salvia and Dawn, they look exactly the same, and nobody thinks about why is that? It's strange. I mean, maybe Salvia could be Dawn's long lost sister or something, or twin sister, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not like the kind of person who would talk about not much things, but I'll definitely we'll save a lot more of this for when other people show up. Yeah, and yeah, again, it knows Air Slash is one thing, so yeah, that's Air Slash Sword Kiss, not completely broken somehow, and it knows Sky Attack, and Sky Attack's pretty cool. I mean, I have a Togekiss with Sky Attack, but then again, I have a full team of Togekiss, so yeah, it's gonna have to, the Sky Attack one has to eventually happen. Okay, so, and that's pretty much it for Don's current team, in my opinion, or my lack of opinion for that matter. Okay, so more of Don as a character, because I want to deal more with Don as a character. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, like I said it before, she's part. I consider her shipping fodder for Ash, even though Ash doesn't care whatsoever. Let's just face it. If Misty is not available, then Don's the second best, because Mary has an alternate love interest, and then Iris isn't the kind of person who would fall into romance. And I know I've watched the show, or at least I used to. Yes, so but I'm not going to talk about the whole romance thing with Iris, like at all. Or unless someone wants to talk about it, but I'm not going to deal with that. I never seen the episode where Dawn cameos in Best Wishes 2, so I don't think I want to watch it either. But all I can say is it kind of stinks that Dawn like never actually changed her party at when she goes to Unova, especially with the whole Binary not become a Lopunny thing. I mean, I would imagine at least that when the cameo showed up, but nope. I mean, I would imagine Piplup still there. I would imagine Togekiss and Mamoswine still being there. Maybe Pachirisu could be switched out, and Binary would evolve. But no, for some reason, like she kept the exact same Pokemon. That stinks. So okay, that's what my little opinions on Dawn. Okay, so I'm going to set up a date for all of us, for me and some others, to join in on a Skype call for part 2. So I haven't set up a date yet, but I'm probably going to plan it for next week, like the week of the 10th. So probably between the Monday 10th and Friday 14th, I'm going to set up a Skype call for people who are interested on joining in and talk about their thoughts about Dawn. And for some reason you can't join in that week, I also try to go for next week for part 3. I really do want people to join in to give their thoughts on each of these characters, so not just a certain few. One more thing. Okay, I forgot that one more thing. One more thing. I'm trying to get new people, like people who I've not met before, people who like just recently joined in my channel or something, to join in at some point, because it's pretty interesting to have like fresh opinions of people who like just recently watching my channel. So I was thinking of maybe my YouTube friends maybe on next week, and like maybe newcomers and people and my two friends who couldn't make it next week, the week after. So that's all I'm gonna say about my opinions on Dawn. Even though I already can't say much about Dawn because I'm just reading off of Bulbapedia and I really don't have that much memory on her. So anyway, guess see you guys later. Hopefully for a part 2 on this.